ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Draft League video this week. Yeah, MDL Week 2. I'm facing against Josh, the coach of Supreme Starters. We played this last week in this game. Josh, who is a very skilled player, very skilled. Had team Registeel, Breloom, Alligator, Jolteon, Donphan. He's doing Typhlosion. I kind of had an idea this was going to be like a kind of tough matchup for me, especially where the Houndstone is the ability it has Fluffy is kind of issue. The Ablug also part of an issue. I didn't really expect him to bring Breloom in this game. I felt like that was kind of like a little bit on the odd side, but near here or there. But yes, I decided to lead up with the Abaluk in this scenario because if his Type would just come in 30 while we live 1, no matter what, on Alpha Eruption, and then my weakness policy is +2, which if it didn't kill before, it'll definitely kill now, you know. So I feel at this point, Avalug was here for the Typhlosion. I see here between us, I'm kind of debating. I did recover, but that's not going to help me out in this particular scenario. So I thought maybe I can use on time. Maybe I can do some stuff, but that really didn't happen, as we will see, because the Russian will destroy me, and I feel like getting the +2, like taking down this mon is a big one, definitely a big one. Also, one thing you guys will notice that I did not bring camera up. Yeah, I probably should have. All things considered, I think I should have brought the camera up. But see there, the Typhlosion extra case. He want to do other things. Typhlosion's dead. Turn 1. Essentially, gonna be a swap here. Between us two, with the Typhlosion and this Ablug. You see here, Jolteon's always gonna be like a huge problem for me to deal with without the camera, which I should have brought the camera up. Stuff like that. But I felt like extra case he wanted to be greedy, and I thought maybe he tears into like a flying type, but there's a volt switch there, takes me out. Maybe I could have ran Custap on it instead, but then the Custap berry would just, but that'll leave out the brain with Mach Punch, you know. Like, some of us don't want that. It'd be fine. I would just went Tera. If I had Tera Ghost. I don't think I did. I think it was a different Tera in this particular match, but here or there. Saw that that Registeel comes on. This mon is a wall. Could I broken through it? Sort of, not really. I started going with Cobalion. Maybe I should have gone with my Houndstone, but like there's not much more I could have done here. I thought maybe he was gonna switch out or something. But Reggie is so really like physically, it's just bulky. Like these Reggies are bulky, except for like Regieleki. Even what's it called? Reggie something, I forgot. That mon's pretty bulky too. And then he brought out his Donphan, which always brings an issue too. Um, in a particular match, I was trying to see how much damage that Sacred Sword did, which didn't even do 25%. I don't think this mon in particular was not physically invested as much. I want to say it had HP and art defense invested too on his Cavalion. I saw here, maybe he sets up rocks. I go to my I'm on here, but he does a good job. He knocks off. So now like anything here is it's unfortunate. I saw you Lucy, I knew he was on at least read the switch. And he goes back to his Registeel, which I'm okay with this. You know, I get I just get a little bit of damage because why not? And it gives me passive recovery with the with the electrode. And then I decided to volt switch here and then make sense of volt switch. Like I said, the Regis are just so bulky. Especially just lower tier stuff. Regis in general are just really goddamn bulky for no reason. I decided here I go with Houndstone. Since his biggest key person in the Typhlosion, it's like gone. And see here he puts out rocks. That's why it's a big point of contention that I needed to. And then he also realized that he is leftovers at this point. And that will just counteract with each other, you know, stuff like that. This particular turn I saw the Willow because even if he like switches out like he does here, I can at least get something in that that can get burned by it. And there is a Dolphin getting burned by this Willow, which is good. I like the idea about Dolphin getting Willowed here. In this particular fight, is definitely kind of needed too. I went back to my Electrode. It's really a knockoff thing, you know. It's really a knockoff. I really wanted it to do something. He ice spins, which good read. Good for me that he just dies out on that part. I see here. I say maybe he would stay in or something. I say just Giga Drain. Probably not the best decision here to do. I should just leaf seed it again. But extra K he recently leaf seed. I at least can get Giga to like maybe take him out. But then he goes with this mon again. As you see here. So a little bit more damage being done to the dude due to Registeel. Like I said, too goddamn bulky in this particular area. I decided to just go ahead and volt switch out again. I mean, I don't think there's any reason for Jolteon to come in. There's a possibility that it's in my head. I feel like Jolteon was what's it called? There's a key thing I was looking for, but I just couldn't think of it. He didn't switch out to he switched out he doubled out a volt switched into to a different mod here, but he went out to his Breloom thinking I would leash seed here, but I didn't. It's a good call for me. Now it's one of those things where who do I go into? I think always you go into the Houndstone. You know, Houndstone's the one here you want to go with, but I decided to go with homie here, the Cabalion, for some reason. I don't remember. I don't remember why I did this here. Um, Also, one thing that's very important to realize that Melbird doesn't work like I thought it would, like Counter or Mirror Coat. It just doesn't work the same. Um, yeah, I thought Melbird has negative priority. Does it not? I feel like it should have negative priority, but it didn't have negative priority for some reason. Is he? He's here again with taking residual damage on the Dolphin. I never knew what his I don't want. Well, see, I'm gonna click Millburst here, right? You think that see Millburst, but then it just doesn't work, and I'm just like, why doesn't that not work? He got a crit on that, but he gave me a justified boost. It just didn't make sense to me why that didn't work like that. It just, I don't know. I felt like it should have worked kind of a little bit differently. In this particular game. See, I'm trying to take down this dude. Earthquake. Trying to take down this Dolphin as quick as possible. Like I said, I don't know why Melburst isn't working the same way as Counter or Miracle. Like, is it not supposed to be negative priority? Like, that's something I didn't understand. Then I finally took it out. Maybe I take a sword twice instead. I don't know. But I felt like Melburst should have been a negative priority move. It makes sense. It works the same as Counter America, except for it does less damage because it counteracts both. I didn't understand that. I wish I understood that, but that's neither here or there anymore. Problem is Jolteon because I don't have Assault Vest on my Cabalion anymore, and I think at this point in time, for me, I think I thought it was either Specs or Scarf. Excuse me, I sneezed. And see here, Tera's. There's Jolteon here. I think at this point we both have an idea what the hell this thing is, which is after this, it's just one of the things that it's choice specs at this point. Like I said, the information I received beginning with Adblock, I didn't do it, but after this, I calc, and that was choice specs. I kind of had an idea it was choice specs, and this way camera would have been great. For this mod, yeah, I don't know, like what it gets alluring voice, what you Tera blast into like flying or something. You know what I mean? But I'll just have to find another idea how if I do face Joshua, I don't know, or face another Jolteon again, I gotta figure out how to deal with that Jolteon in the future. Again, he goes back to his Registeel. For some reason, it procs leftovers. I wish I knew why it procs leftovers. I wish I knew. Yeah, it's one of those things. Also, this Diancie was prepped for Alcremie. If Alcremie came, but it just never did. It just never came in, which is unfortunate. But here's a Willow onto the Registeel. So like his moves he does is not that great. He then Thunder Wave. Why? Tell me why this guy gets Thunder Wave. Oh. Again, neither near or there on this type of stuff. Both leftovers, and this is where if this was a 20-minute timer game, it's just unfortunate that this would be it for stuff. I decided to go to my like I said, the psych up and store power reserve for the Alcremie. Just so I have something different. Um, with this, maybe I should, because I figured that Breland wouldn't have come in this game, but it did, which I get. That's on me getting punished for in this game. He just have the same thing. Maybe there's a switch with the Diancie. I did not switch to Diancie. Even in quad, maybe there's something there, but like there wasn't. Again, one of those things where he's just one way or the other, it just goes down. I yawns. This particular I yawn predicting a switch into the Berlin or something that's there, maybe even a Jolteon. But then he switched out to his Breloom and it said there's a yawn. His I never got revealed, so it definitely wasn't toxic heal on his Breloom. I think here I could have wished into some like wished out to something. Like if I had wish and not dark pulse and then had what's it called? Um a baton pass, I would baton pass into my electrode and then maybe I have something that's there. Just something that's there. But I didn't. I said I want to protect edge case. He tried to Mach Punch me and go back into this boy here. Maybe I tried Dark Pulse, whatever, but I didn't do anything. It's one of the things that when you're looking at it and you're analyzing after games, you're like, okay, maybe I should have done that better. I shouldn't have done that better. Especially the baton pass part, stuff like that. As you see here, he tries to do something else. I don't know what I'm trying to do here, and stuff like that, but it's a lot of thinking and stuff like that. I think at this point I went back to my Houndstone, just so maybe there's something a little bit different there. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure because it's been a while. It's been over. From what I'm doing this post game com, it's definitely after everything, like a week after. I think starting tomorrow, I will be prepping up from week 3 MDL. I see there. I do switch out into the homie here. The Houndstone. He withdraws into homie here once again. Guy, this dude is a serious problem. Like I said, I don't remember what I did from this point because I'm like, damn, this stinks specs and stuff like that. I don't know what to do from this point. So tough decisions everywhere. Sorry, pain split because if I survive here, which surprisingly enough I do, I can get back health. Hopefully, a good amount of health can be done here to get from a Houndstone. See here, got the pain split off for Reggie Steel. Maybe Shadow Sneak there. Get damage off of the Jolteon. And then maybe I get more damage than Jolteon somehow later on into the fight. It's one of the things I could have handled this part. Like that part of Umbreon into Houndstone. Into like I feel like that paints what play was the play to do against him. Um, it's just unfortunate that it just didn't work out that way. We have worst EV again coming out. He body presses that time. Not does absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. You know. But this is when I wished out. I think right here he does a good. He does a good job here. I said wish on Brian. And our body press move. I think maybe at this point, after this, maybe I should have yawned instead. I don't know if I did or not. I don't think I did. I should definitely yawned. Maybe predicting a what's it called? A Brelam, or even for out switching out to my Houndstone or any other. I think it's really would have been really good. But I didn't. But I didn't do either. I think if Houndstone is max HP, I think that would have helped me out a lot in the help me out here. Instead, he withdraws out. He withdraws out to his prelim and essentially he brings out to prelim and dark pulls. Did a little bit, not too much, and then I'm back at full HP. If I would have switched out to Houndstone there, that would have been terrific. But I just didn't do it. I protected. I just want to see what he does. Maybe he spores. I want to see if he spores. That's the main point I want to do here. I want to scout. You know, seed bomb. That one he was predicting a switch or something else, which I don't know exactly what was that for. I thought maybe he's banded. You know, when I was thinking about that, I'm like, oh, if he's banned, maybe I get a wish off, and then go into the Houndstone or whatever. You know, or at least do something that's there. Um, in this particular set, but it doesn't really work out that way as you will see because he drain punches, which is unfortunate that he drain punch, and then it's never revealed he's life orb, which it's unfortunate that happened. This like middle to the end game was really not the best things to do. I think at this point I actually do go out into maybe I go Diancie. I do go my Diancie because if he drain punches again I can do anything. But he goes from Breloom into his Jolteon. And I go my not EV, Umbreon into Diancie. And that would just make my Nancy full health after that wish. Again, I know there's mon specs, but really not too much I could do in terms of switches and stuff. In this particular area, I mean we are tied. I mean it's close still. It's definitely close. And then he's a volt switch is coming. And see, does over half. Jesus Christ. Specs Tera Jolteon. That's all I'm gonna say. Tera Specs Jolteon. Not cool. Stuff like that. I think at this point, I think it goes for Alligator. If I remember correctly. I think it goes for Alligator. He does. One of the main points here is I tried Diamond Storm it, maybe get a +2, and I do get a +2. So at this point, I'm calcing, right? I actually do calc here on body press because he is a little bit over half. See, he D-dances. He knows that he can't kill me here, in this part. But look how much HP he has left, man. That was a roll. That was certainly a roll. Now, this is another mess up I did. I think at this point I felt like I needed Diancie here. I don't know how much a +1 would do to me. I think it definitely kills me. This is where I kind of panicked. So, I went into my electrode here because I definitely panicked. This turn I should never. This is the point I should never ever sack my electrode here. I should have never done this. I should have let my Diancie go. My X-Men didn't kills. I shouldn't because this is when I just lose. Because that's the only mon that was faster than Jolteon. Just outspeeds Jolteon. And whatever the Jolteon does, it just does it. As long as it does anything else but Volt Switch, it just kills me. Like Thunderbolt kills me. No stuff like that. Thunderbolt, stuff like that. So I should just let I definitely should have let Diancie die, and then go to the Houndstone. After. And this point, at this point in the game, is where I just straight up just lose. I straight up just lose. Maybe I had chip on this guy earlier, like I wanted to with Shadow Sneak. Maybe, just maybe I have a better chance. There's a lot of things I could have done here that would have been better chances here and there. You see, Shadow Sneak here did over a quarter, so I mean, it's not like the worst damage in the world. But like I said, Discharge essentially just sweeps up the rest of the game. There's nothing much I can do about this. Threw out the Electrode, which is bad. I threw the. I still feel like Metal Burst should be negative priority. You know, I just feel like it should be negative priority. If it's not negative priority, why are you wearing Metal Burst? I don't understand how you can come and move that doubles damage, that 1.5 damage more after you get hit, and it's not negative priority. You know, this is if my attack returns. Yeah, I just don't understand that. You know, that's my only gripe with that. Like that should have worked as if it was metal. If it was negative priority, it should be negative. That's my only problem. You know. It does not decrease priority. That doesn't make any sense. To me, that doesn't make any sense. Why? That's me. Like I said, it just doesn't matter. It doesn't point comp tank because he just wins with discharging Jolteon. Like, there's not much I can do about it. But that is essentially the end of the episode. Next week will be week 3. I mean, facing 5. Open. That's insane. I should definitely have that shit open, but I just don't for some reason. You know. stuff like that. Let me take a look. MDL. Yep. Scheduled up. Do I face? I do a face tie. So that is the week. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully see you guys in the next one. Peace.